Annandale was one of the original areas of the Fairfax County when it has a very historic background to it. It was all part of the Fitzhugh plantation, and then it was named apparently from a Scottish, at least this is what the historians say, that there was a Scottish location named Annandale, and someone who came here decided to name it Annandale, but it became the Annandale Post Office in 1837. So as we're celebrating the 275th anniversary of Fairfax County, we're also celebrating the 180th of Annandale, which is something that most people don't realize. They don't realize it was there that long ago. But even when you think about, there was a toll house on the turnpike. Little River Turnpike is one of those oldest roads in Fairfax County, and it goes right through the center of Annandale. And there was a little toll house where you had to pay your money to be able to take your products or your wagon or your stagecoach or whatever the rest of the way. So there's always been a historic sort of crossroads in Annandale as far as business and merchandising. Annandale has gone from a sort of a small village to a very diverse community. It has a vibrant Korean business community, but there's a whole lot more than just that. You can go through the center of Annandale, look at the various businesses, and probably find languages from all over the world. Ossian Hall was one of the mansions, was one of the plantations originally that was in Annandale. It was a house that had some history to it, but it had been abandoned and it was not in good shape. And the Annandale Fire Department essentially burned it as a part of a training exercise. The Annandale Chamber of Commerce hosts a parade every year. It's usually the last weekend before Halloween. It really is a tradition in Annandale, and it's been interesting to watch it go from a very traditional American Caucasian kind of parade years ago to something that now has all sorts of, we'll have Bolivian dancers, we'll have women in their beautiful Korean costumes, we'll have the high school marching band, and we'll draw thousands of people. And it has been a tradition for well over 50 years. You know, one of the neat things about Annandale is it mixes a little bit of the past with the present and the future. So you've got all these things going on at the same time. Very traditional, not so traditional, very modern. Annandale has tried to keep up with the changes over time. And I think that's one of the reasons it's been successful. We also have a revitalization group that has done a lot on streetscape and street trees and street furniture and so forth. We've got more sidewalks so that people can walk in Annandale. And having lived in the Annandale area for many decades, I can see the changes. I can also see the bones of the old Annandale that still gives you a sense of place. You know where you are.